for the first time with Tevin Coleman. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Allen. And his throw's going to be incomplete. That one was intended for John Brown. And that'll make it 3rd down.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. So the shotgun snap to Allen. He's going to air one out. And that will be incomplete.
And that's exactly what defenses talk about. You've got to find ways to get off the field when you can, especially on 3rd down. And 3rd down defense going to be vital in this game. Able to knock that one away and force a 4th down.
He'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. So the punt rolls out of bounds, and they'll have pretty good field position here up near the 40-yard line.
At their own 36-yard line.
Watson will bring up the Texans here 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. And the former Heisman winner, this is Mark Ingram. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Up 2nd and 12 at the 34-yard line.
The opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Here's Watson. That's caught by the UCLA product. It's Caleb Wilson. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
The beauty of route running is it doesn't matter what position. Everyone's doing the same thing. In this case, tight end, selling the vertical route. Get the defensive back on his heels, break off for the corner, and with good timing, you get a completion as we just saw there.
They'll try to run for the first with Ingram. And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
A 5-yard gain on the play. And the Texans first down.
Ingram again, a first down carry. And he's going to get forward for about 5, but that may be coming back. What say you, Mr. Referee? He was trying to clear the way, the big fullback. Instead, he gets a hold.
And you don't see that very often on running plays from those guys because usually they're the lead blocker. Normally, when he gets caught, it's in a passing situation.
After the penalty, it's Ingram. And flags come in as he gets forward for about 3 yards. Now let's check on the call. The decision is to decline it and not give him the down back.
They might as well have sent a skywriter above the stadium saying, we don't think you can get the first down against our defense by that decision.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. From the gun, here's Watson. Buying time to his left. He's going to take off with it. Give him 9 on the play, and all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down. A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. Ingram's got the first down and more. And down to the 27-yard line. Give him 17 on the pickup there, and the Texans also get a new set of downs.
First down, Houston.
They'll run for the first time with Johnson. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. Buffalo and Houston, 2 up-and-comers in the AFC, and you may remember they met in the wild card round a season ago. That game most likely to be remembered for the Deshaun Watson play where he spun away from the 2 defenders before finding Tywan Jones for a big play late. And that game went into overtime, tied at 19, before Kaimi Fairbairn won it with a field goal in the extra session.
2 yards. And it's third down.
This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. They run. It's Mark Ingram. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. They get the first. The decision to run on 3rd and medium winds up being a good one. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
Pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
Watson a give. This is Johnson. And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston.
Touchdown.
A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Texans have taken the early lead. One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game.
Do you go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator? Remember what he told us?
Absolutely.
With some teams, I script to probe in the early part of the game. Other teams, I script to attack. They've been in attack mode for these ball games and continue that in this one.
And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone. Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
On 2nd down, it's Coleman. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Intended for Tevin Coleman. Incomplete. Brings up 2nd and 10.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10. They'll run here with Coleman out of the gun. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. The second down play, not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Throwing is Allen on 3rd. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That's a 3rd down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 44-yard line. Coleman now. Give the tackle there to Keon Crossan. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
This is Coleman. And he's going to be close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Texans' 35.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled him up throughout the game because that was his longest run of this contest.
This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. They'll try and run for it here. It's Coleman. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. 2 yards and able to get the first down in the process.
33-yard line.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. From the gun, it's a handoff to Coleman. Down to the 30 after a gain of 3.
Coleman, the ball carrier.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
29-yard line.
A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. So 2 third down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a third, and now they deal with 4th down.
A 46-yard attempt.
And this is not going to be anywhere close. No good. Way wide to the left. And this score will stay right where it is. These playoff games have a tendency to be tight. You have to wonder if that missed field goal could haunt them later.
Yeah, we're always looking for the key plays, right? The ones that we're going to magnify. Usually those happen in the second half or later in the game. This might be the key play.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. That's sacked by Tremaine Edmonds.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
On 2nd down, Ingram. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. The Texans on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 17. Out of the gun, Watson. Escaping the pressure right. He's letting this one go for Fuller. And that is incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
36 yards on the punt with no return, and the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
To throw again on 2nd down. Allen got a man and he hits him in stride. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
On third down, here's Coleman. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line.
That's good.
They needed a yard. They got it. First down.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Here's Allen on first and 10. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. Stephon Diggs, his intended receiver. And it's second down.
They've been playing sound fundamental defense thus far and able to keep this offense from creating a major dent on the scoreboard.
Able to force the incompletion, but still waiting for that game-changing play. You feel like it's coming, the first sack, the first turnover.
In a sense, they're playing old-school defense right now. The new-school defense is what you said, taking the ball away.
6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave them with a third down.
Makes it 3rd and 4.
Allen from the gun on third down. The throw on target to his receiver, McKenzie. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another first and 10. Here's Coleman. Up to make the tackle, Phillip Gaines.
He was taken down at the 22-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Coleman. It's a 6-yard run, leaves him with about a foot or so here still to go to hit the marker with third down coming up. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half on as the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. This will be a 34-yard attempt. The kick by Bass is good. So it's on to halftime in this AFC divisional round matchup as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, win or go home, that's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC divisional round. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
This is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had an ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
16 yards, a first down.
And the Texans first down.
The first down carry here for Johnson. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Houston.
So first and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 48-yard line. Now Johnson. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. Was that 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
17 yards. First down, Texans.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Johnson. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
He's brought down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense the next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
On 3rd down, Mark Ingram. And he will have the 1st down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line.
He's brought down.
They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Houston.
They'll try and run. This is Johnson. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal.
At the 9-yard line.
To Johnson again. And only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8.
Ball carrier.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
A big one coming in this divisional round playoff, 3rd and goal. A shotgun snap for Watson. The Buffalo defense does its job, and it's 4th down. Well, so a drive that spans all that time, and yet you may only come away with 3 points here.
Well, your defense, all right, they actually like these long drives. They get to rest over on the sidelines for a while. But when you're not finishing with points in terms of touchdowns, that's frustrating. They've got to figure out how to close out these long drives and get 6s instead of 3s.
Well, looking at it from a defensive perspective, that keeps a deficit very, very manageable. You know, all things considered, not a bad job on the defensive side.
I would say that you pointed out something pretty good right there, and that is you actually have both sides happy with that exchange. You know, happy in quotes, of course. One team, hey, we've kept it within range. The other side saying, hey, we put points on the board and did stretch out the lead. Let's see how this one turns out.
Yeah, still bottom line, though, 3 points for the opening drive of the 3rd quarter. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Allen flushed out right. Going deep for Diggs. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Well, coming into this one, we expected that this offense would have trouble with this defense, and that's exactly the way that this game has gone. Pressure in his face. Coverage downfield has been tight. That led to another incompletion. This defense, they're exactly who we thought they were coming into this one.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for them. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
And Bojorquez on to punt as he gets it away. And this ball is going to be touched down just shy of midfield.
Over 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. This is Ingram on 1st and 10. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 11 yards there. 1st down. 1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look.
1st down.
Now it's Ingram. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. 1 quarter remains for the right to advance to the AFC title game. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Line of scrimmage, the 36 on 2nd and 8. Ingram. And he'll be close to a 1st down as the tackle made at the Bills' 27. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
A gain of 9 yards. 1st down, Houston.
Now a 10th carry for Johnson. Down to the 25. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
It's a 1st down on a gain of 10. How about this offensive line? They're really starting to establish themselves, take over this game.
And before the series began, I know exactly what we said in the defensive huddle. Guys, we got to get no less than a 3 and out. Let's get off the field. Instead, they can't find any traction towards doing that. Right now, they're just getting muscled all over the field and getting pushed down it.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Ground. This is Johnson. He's going to get 4 out of this as he's down to the 10-yard line.
The ball carrier.
Can we just take that run and turn it into a kind of a clip and save? Because that tells you everything you need to know about this drive. They've been moving the ball awfully well.
The Texans on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 4. Out of the gun, they give to Ingram. And he will have the 1st down before he's brought down at the 3. It's a gain of 6 as they're able to convert, and now it's 1st and goal.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So after 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line.
This is where coaches have to have spent a lot of time going over situations with their players, because him getting tackled there is not the worst thing in the world. You're going to run more plays, right? Clock's going to go. But his thought process is getting into the end zone. It's counterintuitive for him to actually go down in this spot.
Yeah, but like you say, you don't want to get in the end zone too early here.
No, not at all, because you may leave an opening that could come back and get you.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. They'll run it with Johnson. And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Texans. Touchdown. Punching it in from a yard away. And the Texans will extend their lead.
Well, they decided to run it in and got it done on 3rd and goal. A lot of the times, that's a passing play.
And the kicker just has to come out for the PAT. He can breathe a sigh of relief as well, right?
Although I don't know if he's really breathing a sigh of relief. I think he likes to put 3 points on his ledger.
Kaimi Fairbairn to kick off for Houston.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. Now a hit and a loose football. And the Texans scoop it.
Oftentimes when we talk about piling on in any subject, it's a negative. In this case, for this team, it's a real positive. Just scored. Now they go down, knock the ball free, get it back. They got a chance to really increase their lead and put themselves in the driver's seat.
On the other side, a little insult added to the injury. They're in a bad spot. Now a play fake, and it's Watson. Eluding the pressure right. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. They're down here in the fourth, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration, not a good play.
After the penalty, it's Ingram. And he'll take this one inside the 10, down to the 8. A gain of 3, second down. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. And all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake it the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
And it's third down.
The Texans on third down. They've hit on 6 of their 8 tries. Very good. Here it's 3rd and 2. They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. David Johnson. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Texans will add on to their lead. And he'll bang that one through.
Makes the score Texans 24, Bills 3.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
I'm feeling like Will. I feel like a prince. I'm feeling myself. I'm loaded with bills. Because I was a blessed with no one who feel. Don't know how it feels. I wanted to flex and totally chill.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Their hopes of advancing past this divisional round hanging by a thread, if that, as they begin here with a 1st and 10 on the wrong side of the scoreboard. And he'll get this one up to the 26.
The tackle made by
Whitney Merciless.
A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 26-yard line.
So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
We got it.
On 2nd and 7, Allen. And that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete.
We've seen that the deep ball has been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. He's going to let it fly. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Choose the mic. It's going to be a long day. Mike 2. Stay with your man.
One final try here for Allen. He gets it to Brown, complete. And he is going to get the 1st down as he covers up after a pretty good shot there. But no reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. And a big loss here as he's taken down. J.J. Watt able to get in there and run him down for what's going to be a loss of 15 yards all told. After the sack, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. From the gun, it's Allen. His throw incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
You got tight. You got tight right there. Alert!
From the gun, Allen. Finding room at the 30. He's got the hook up to John Brown to the right side. They get 12 yards back, but it still leads to a 4th and long.
Brings up 4th down.
Looks like the offense is going to take another shot here. They're going on 4th and 13. Now Allen, gotta have this one. And able to catch it, but he's out of bounds. And the throw took him beyond the sideline, and that's going to be a turnover on downs. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now Ingram, he's been busy today. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
Tackled at the 20.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
Throwing now, Watson. He rifles one that's intercepted. Teron Johnson able to pick it, and he will return this one to the 30-yard line.
Watson's pass intercepted. The Bills take
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. It certainly has not been the outing that they envisioned on their home turf in the divisional round of the playoffs, and they have been pushed around, and now their backs against the wall. So after the INT, it's Allen. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. Whitney merciless. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9.